Hello everyone. Welcome to the global classroom. I'm Fangbo. In today's class, I'll teach you how to attack after serving reverse side spin, including 3 common reverse side spin serves and 3 strategies. The first one is the backspin serve, attacking after reverse backspin serving. Another one is serving reverse topspin for attacks. And the third one is serving reverse side spin long serves for attacks. Let me explain how to execute attacks after reverse topspin serving. Firstly, when serving reverse topspin, most players tend to serve forehand short position, especially when it's right-handed against right-handed opponents. This is because the forehand short serves are relatively safer. There's a high risk in forehand flicks, and when serving reverse topspin to forehand position, it's not easy to drop short. It's easier to directly create topspin shots. If my level is superior to my opponent's, I prefer to use topspin shots to confront the opponent. If my opponent's first 3 rounds are strong, then I'll use topspin shots to break through the opponent's first 3 rounds and to directly enter into a stalemate. Many tactics are determined based on the opponent. So, when facing opponents with strong first 3 rounds, but relatively weak stalemates, it's better to use topspin serve for attacks. Firstly, everyone needs to understand that if the reverse topspin serve has a certain quality, it's very difficult to drop short, because it has the rotation of side spin. Most opponents drop short in this area, about 2/3 of the forehand area. It's almost impossible to drop short to the backhand side, unless you serve without rotation. Short shots. Everyone should focus on this area. Long shots. Everyone should focus mainly on the backhand side. Whether it's flicking or pushing, the speed won't be very fast, because it's risky to push like this, so the quality won't be very high. Therefore, everyone's focus should not be on the backhand position short shots. Forehand long shots, you can pay a little attention to it, because it's possible for him to push it to your forehand area. But this ball he might miss. It's a high-risk move, so I suggest focusing a little bit on this area. If he succeeds, you'll still have time to react if he flicks it. So, focus mainly on the 2/3 forehand short shots. And keep an eye on shot off the table. Also, be prepared for backhand long shots. Let me demonstrate for you. I'm serving to the forehand side with reverse topspin. It's very difficult for him to drop short, because it's indeed very challenging. So I'm focusing on this area. I keep an eye on his shots off the table. This makes it easy for me to score in this match. As you can see, this is a very common shot in the game, where he pushes to my middle, right? Because I've focused entirely on this backhand and forehand side in this area for short shots. So when he pushes to my middle, it's within my anticipation, and I can easily attack. As long as all the balls stay within your anticipation, within your expected range, they're all attackable. If you mainly focus on forehand long serves, including forehand short serves, and don't put much emphasis here, you might be too late to react. So, remember, about 70% of the time, your opponent will hit to this spot. So you should put most of your energy into this area. Don't divert your attention to cover the entire table, because then you might miss many points. There should be priorities. This is how you can gain an advantage. As you can see, if you have a good hook serve, it's really difficult for him to drop shot. Look at every one of my attacks. I'm not hesitating. They're all within my range. As you can see, why is he putting so much strength into flicking? Because I've attacked him 3 times after serving. This shot puts pressure on him, so he has to take a risk. This flick is prone to miss. You see, I'm still in position. Even if he hits this ball with high quality, I can still counter it. Do you see? He sways to flick to my middle. I can still attack. I'm still in position. Everything is within my anticipation. All the pressure is on him. At this point, as an opponent, what should he do? If he can't control the drop shot, the pushing flick doesn't score, and the forceful flick is prone to mistakes, what should he do then? He has to come over for a backhand flick. And then I'll serve him a long ball. All of this is calculated in the game. These are common tactics. When I'm continuously scoring, he's bound to make changes. All serves and attacks require anticipation. If I've scored a few times in a row, he's bound to come over for a backhand flick, and I'll serve him a backhand long ball. Even if he anticipates this long ball, I'll still serve it, because I want to distract his attention. I'm telling him I will serve long. I can't let him jump up and backhand flick me easily. So, this is a step-by-step process in the match. Regardless of whether you make a miss or let the opponent score, you have to be bold. As you saw, the topspin serve I just made is more suitable for opponents with relatively stronger front three shots. Stalemate ball is weaker. I want to play at my rhythm. So, I serve topspin. But what if I encounter opponents with better stalemate ball, with relatively weak front three shots? How should I play then? I can serve backspin and then attack. Because serving backspin and then attacking, the first shot I serve has a lot of spin. I can't let him forehand flick directly. Including I can't let him flick directly with his backhand. I make him push, dropping short or pushing long. And then I actively attack, which brings it back to my rhythm. So, you need to know different tactics for different players. You can see, actually, his dropping short is good. I deliberately let him make it. I serve backspin. I know why he placed it in the forehand position. I can still backhand flick it if it's in this position, because I know my backspin serve. If he takes it with his forehand, he can't flick me. It means he can't return the topspin ball to this area. He can't return the topspin ball to this area either. The only area he can return the backspin ball to is this area and this area. If I focus on these two areas, I don't need to care about the rest. This is anticipation of the ball, so even if he places it here, I can still attack. I can still attack here. So you must anticipate where your serve will go, where his ball might go, and where you should focus. As you can see, he was pushing it very quickly, and the quality is high, but it's all within my anticipation. All within the range I've anticipated. So, when attacking after serving in the match, it's not that after I serve, I blindly attack. Many shots are already calculated by us, and have already formed a routine in our minds. Where the ball might go, where it might roughly go. So anticipation in advance is very crucial. So, as you can see, he wants to flick with this shot, but he can't, because I serve backspin. So at most, he can only add a little speed to push. He can't do anything else with the backspin serve I made. He can only drop short or push long. At most, at a pushing flick. So, I only need to focus on these 2 points. Other high-quality returns have a high risk. There's a big risk. He tends to miss. If he succeeds, he'll get the points. From a probability standpoint, I can beat him, because he's likely to miss 2 out of 3 shots. If he succeeds once, I might still get it back. There's also the reverse lawn serve. Actually, serving this ball with reverse side spin is quite difficult, and it's not very common in matches. But when you serve with reverse side spin, you must have the threat of the lawn serve. Otherwise, the opponent knows that if you're not going to serve long, the opponent will all jump up to backhand flick, putting a lot of pressure on you. They'll all backhand flick it, which is really stressful. You won't dare to serve topspin. If you serve topspin, they'll all table backhand flick it. Now there are many foreign players like this. They all want to backhand flick all over the table. But how do you avoid letting them do this? You must have the threat of the lawn serve. Having the threat of the lawn serve makes their weight shift backward, right? They can't backhand flick from that position. And then it's back to your rhythm. Whether they push or flick, or make a short shot, it's all under your control, right? It's in your rhythm. So, the long serve doesn't necessarily have to score, but you must serve it as a threat. After serving the long ball, how do you seize the attack? Let me explain. If you serve the long ball, and the opponent anticipates it, He knows you're serving long, right? He stands still to receive it. If the opponent goes for a loop shot like this, don't move around. Stand in the middle and just cover the table. Play a 50-50 game. If the opponent steps forward, and you've served a long ball, and the opponent is in this position, it's time for you to attack. So, every detail of your serve, you need to observe the opponent, whether he knows you're serving long. You need to anticipate. If he hasn't anticipated the long serve, then you can attack. If he has anticipated your long serve, stand in the middle and be ready to defend. Play a 50-50 game. So, attacking after serving, everyone should know. Every round is a calculation. So remember, attacking after serving are about awareness. They're about calculation. So, you have known how to allocate your attention when serving this reverse side spin ball.